everybody, and welcome to today's bi-weekly town hall meeting, December 11th, 2023. Today's agenda is project and development updates, marketing updates, collaborations. Robinson starts off with project and development updates, please.
Thank you, Kelly. First, we have the engineering metrics. So this time, I'm sharing the metrics for last 6 months, actually the last two quarters. As a summary, we are using the DORA metrics to track our engineering output, and this is primarily something that we create while looking at the code repositories. In a nutshell, what happened is in the last 6 months, our performance has been quite great compared to the previous 2 quarters, primarily because of the active development of Toto. And also the Toto development has more or less gotten into a modern CI/CD deployment mechanism, wherein we can actually deploy multiple times per day, even though we're not yet doing that. So the DORA metrics, we have 4 major items. The first one being the speed, where we track the amount of time that's spent in releasing certain features from the first commit. So over a period of last 6 months, this has been 27.13 days, and there's a downward trend. And this is actually much better than this particular graph if you consider only Toto, because other projects they have the MRs or PRs standing open for longer durations. So we're maintaining a very active speed across the organization. And moving on to the next slide, the number of deployments. This is also the graph shows a kind of a consistent behavior, but we have come a long way from what we had in the previous 2 quarters. And as we can see, the primary contributor is this Next, and this is like close to 2 deployments per week. And this is also with bi-weekly release schedule as opposed to weekly release schedule for Toto. Moving on to the next slide, we have the throughput, where we have, let's say, 10 PRs per week, which is considered to be in the healthy area because the industry. Yeah, so this quality one is a little tricky because this generally means there are certain production failures, and we have addressed them. So the recovery time, for example, is shown as 6 days. It may not be very accurate because of our failures are not exactly production blockers, but on a high level, this shows that we are able to deploy fairly quickly. And the sole contributor for this metric is Toto. But this is a very good indicator, because if you are increasing the number user acquisition and deployments, we will be able to get this recovery time as less as in 1 day or even a few hours. Where most of the hot fixes that we had fixed, it had taken much less time. So overall, the engineering efficiency in the last 6 months has been quite phenomenal, and appreciate all the hard work from the development team for achieving this. So this one is a little dismal. This is our security dashboard, and this is not across the entire organization, but this is only from the Toto application. This clearly needs improvement. As from the charts, we can see that the vulnerabilities are kind of increasing as opposed to the graphs doesn't have any pattern. It's kind of stagnant. And I thought of bringing it up because we badly need to address it. These vulnerabilities this week because the Christmas season is coming, and this is when a lot of cybersecurity incidents happen. So we have started working on it. Some of them are already addressed later in the day today. So by January, or rather by end of week, we have to make sure that these critical and high score vulnerabilities are made zero. So that's a shout out to the development team. So in general, as I was saying, the engineering productivity has increased, and we have also managed to maintain a kind of constant pace across multiple products. And the major contributor was definitely Toto. So let's move on to the individual product updates, beginning with Peerplays 1. So over the previous week, we had identified a problem with the next, where the votes, reconfirmation of votes was not getting updated. We have a fix for that. The fix is ready, and though we are not yet deployed it. Along with the next, the JS library also had a required fix required that is also completed, and release has been made. So hopefully sometime this week we'll have this released. On the back end, we're continuing our verification of the Bitcoin functionality. So we have finally got a server where we can we have the database file, and we also got a backup for the database, so that if the corruption happens, we can restore pretty quickly. Needless to say that this backup and ensuring a server with acceptable performance has taken us quite long time. So what's happening with the Bitcoin is that we've been running it over a period of a few days now. The earlier problems was that we were losing blocks, missed blocks, and other issues. That seems to be sorted out. But when we're running it for a few days, we are seeing some issues like memory leak. So we're trying to address those at this point. And we are also working towards some refactoring to the existing code base. And once that's completed, we should be ready to go with the production release. We also had a few bug fixes across the board. Some for the same voting issue. We also extended the CLI wallet for adding some additional functionality. We'll share more details in the coming weeks on this. Moving on to the next slide for Peerplays 2. So the private chain deployment, it's working quite well. We have not come across any issues so far, even though we have seen that the disk usage is quite high. But we've been managing it while restarting nodes. But in terms of stability, things are looking very positive. Moving on to the consensus changes. So we have a initial implementation available, and we're working on reviewing and verifying the same. And we also have the documentation in progress, which we'll be able to publish sometime in early January 2024. And the last and final update is on Toto. The production deployment is 1.5.0, and we have this latest release with lots of major features under QA right now. So this includes numerous changes across the board and overall UI UX improvements. And in terms of features, one of the major ones is prepaid letters, which will essentially give visitors the ability to purchase letter sending capability directly from a Stripe landing page without login or other procedures. So this is expected to increase our user acquisition rates. And another interesting feature is referral, whereby users can refer the profiles as well as various issues. Issues are the content created on the inside the application. So people can also, existing users can share these issues with others. We are also hoping that this can also be used in advertisements where people can be directed to specific issues. So these features are in testing, and hopefully in the next couple of days, this will hit production. As for this week, I believe most of our efforts, the DApp team's effort will be revolving around various security improvements across the board in preparation for the holiday season. So we may not have too much of changes or fixes happening beyond this. So yeah, so that's essentially everything from the development team. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Robinson. Next up, we have marketing and content updates. These will come from Vlad and Matsera. It'll be together, community, website, statistics, graphics, and branding. Vlad, take her off, please.
Thank you, Kelly. So we did some messenger testing, meaning we've set up some ads for Toto where people could, instead of click, actually message us. And this way we would have more direct interactions with people. We had a few conversations that went well. We actually learned a few important things about our prospective user base. However, unfortunately, the majority of them ended up being spam. So we're going to reassess how we're going to approach this to get a better conversion rate, as you know, clearly the click-through ad is not the same as the messenger ad in terms of conversions. We're looking at, continuing to scale the winning ads. We're testing various variations of headlines, testimonials, particularly different creatives and offers as well. But right now the focus is on from what I'm seeing, on testimonials and user feedback. There are plans to iterate the landing page and brainstorm variations to test this week and the next. In terms of Peerplays, LinkedIn is still our winner, making 2,000 impressions over the past month and 470 new followers over the past 20 days, actually, or so. YouTube is up as well, 18,000 views in 15 days. We hit 400 subscribers, which is up from 310 in November. So our newsletter is still going out every 2 weeks or so. I know we had quite a few new signups to the newsletter, actually, probably due to the great work that they're doing on the website. But yeah, if you need any updates or you want to stay, you want to know what we're up to on the Peerplays side, we're going to combine everything that's said here into a newsletter, send it out every 2 weeks. There are no new community questions this week. I believe most of them have been answered either in Telegram or directly. And as usual, we encourage you to keep watching our town halls. We didn't upload the last one due to a sound issue, but this one will be on YouTube. That is all. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. This past 2 weeks, we were working hard on the content we are producing in upcoming updates, so here are some of them. Designed and constructed an engaging landing page for Peerplays aimed at swiftly conveying the essence of the platform. The page strategically encourages visitors to actively participate in the Peerplays revolution through a compelling call to action. A part of having our homepage Christmas design, we successfully implemented a vibrant Christmas theme to other website pages as well, involving extensive updates across various sections. The revamped design aims to provide visitors with a festive and enjoyable experience during the holiday season. And we're also explored AI solutions for efficient video editing, incorporating generating subtitles for enhancing content accessibility, and executed a test video creation using a free account, showcasing promising quality and functionality. And I also created the designs for Toto campaigns, contributed to the visual aspects of Toto advertising by designing the graphics that effectively support promotional efforts. The graphics are tailored to enhance the overall impact and visibility of Toto marketing initiatives. So you can see some of the examples on the screen here. And that's all from the graphics for this week. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vlad and Oksana. Collaboration updates, which will come from Jonathan.
Good day, everybody. These are collaboration updates for these past few weeks with Peerplays. In the standards category, we worked with the Government Blockchain Association in regards to their blockchain maturity model BDMs, basically for decentralized ID and the gaming group. Within decentralized ID group, we made contributions. There was some extensive discussions in regards to what types of permissions should be incorporated as with decentralized ID. It got quite heated actually in the group while we were working on it. Surprisingly, a lot of people had some strong opinions about whether the ability to incorporate permissions as part of the supplement should be there or not, or if it should be left to the operator to decide what kind of permissions should be incorporated into decentralized ID standard. So that that debate kind of slowed things down for a while, but it looks like they're starting to emerge from it and moving forward with the rest of the standard, which we've been contributing. Within the gaming group, so we are the lead in the gaming supplement. We have continued to work on the definitions for the various aspects of what should be in the supplement that basically defines the various aspects of gaming. And you have to first start with the definitions of each category. So that's been going well. The group there is not as heated, it seems, compared to the Central ID group. But we are working. Luckily enough, everybody in the group has quite extensive experience within the gaming industry, and so that's moving forward very well. Just to remind everybody, this is a part of the blockchain maturity model, which is put forth by the Government Blockchain Association, which essentially is working with the United Nations on creating this standard so that it becomes something which other governments around the world incorporate into their own standards when it comes to working with blockchain. So this can lead to very big things, and it's going well. And in the gaming sector, there's the Gaming Benefits Corporation. We've been working with them, of course, with their regulatory gaming dashboard. We've had numerous calls with them recently. Everything is moving forward well on that front. They've had conversations in regards to the regulatory gaming dashboard. That has been positive. Our team continues to collaborate with them in the development of this dashboard. So my understanding is that things are going very well. They're on track. The aim right now is for the next quarter to get it to another level of development, so that they're going to be able to have certain data validations as part of the stack. So that's all going very well. And in the dedicated team updates, there are no updates to the team this past few weeks. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jonathan. As already mentioned by Vlad, there was no questions, comments, or thoughts that came up from the community. So that concludes today's bi-weekly town hall meeting, December 11th, 2023. We'll see you all in 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.